Adigrat University's president, Zaid says the university has been attacked by the Eritrean and Ethiopian forces leaving behind a massive destruction. He also added that these forces have continued to bombard the university's buildings and classrooms using artillery from distance.
During the invasion of 2020, November 2020, Adigrat University has sustained very serious damage, sometimes difficult to express in words. The Eritrean army used the university as its camp to begin with, and they looted lots of property, destruction. The level of destruction that took place was so high, and as though that destruction was not enough, they are also bombarding the university from across the border and from around the border now on a sustained basis. And buildings are collapsing, classrooms and other buildings are collapsing now. And this is as though the original destruction is not enough. The level of destruction that took place in the university. We had one of the best ICT facilities in the country, by the way, right before the war. The ICT facility we had was so modern, and the entire ICT infrastructure completely got out of use.
Zaid also added that the education system in Tigray at large has now been completely shattered, leaving millions of children out of the education system for over 2 years now.
For me, the biggest destruction that happened in Tigray is the destruction that we face in the educational sector. Why? Our kids could not go to school for the last 3 years. It's not only the days of civilians, the days of innocent people, destruction of property, whatever, but we are facing destruction of the human mind.
He also added that Ethiopian political elites should condemn the brutalities of the Eritrean and Ethiopian government and should knock some sense into them.
But there are also civilized ways of addressing these problems. That's what we have seen in different parts of the world. But what happened in Ethiopia is unique in the sense that some unnecessary defamations were created. All kinds of negative talks, all kinds of lies by the elite.
Dr. Zaid finally called on the international community to open its eyes to the reality in Tigray and end the siege that has destroyed the education system, not to mention the lives it has claimed over the past years, and to end all the hostilities that has resumed at the end of August.
We expect, of course, this to be solved within the near future. That's our expectation and our hope, and we hope external actors as well as internal actors will come to their sanity. The level of insanity was very high to now, and we expect the external and internal actors to come to their level of sanity and try to actually redress some of course, it would be very difficult to redress the entire level of loss that has been inflicted on the society, but to redress at least part of it. So the hope is always there. We are very much hopeful, but by the looks of what's happening at present now, it doesn't look that the actors, invaders, are actually able to understand and to leave their level of sanity and come to their senses to really help towards redressing at least some of the damage that took place. This is my take about the university.